Hey, Joseph here. Kind of at the middle of the year, I did a video about my New Year's goals, and so I figured I'd do a final wrap up for the year before I leave for my parents' house. I don't know why I pointed in these directions. I think I was trying to point that way, but it's not that way. At least if it is, I'm not sure. Anyway, New Year's goals. So there were 5 of them. 2 of them I already had totally done because they were just like one-time things. By the middle of the year, it was I bought a house and I got my 401k distribution changed to where I wanted it. I haven't lowered that distribution, so I guess that's a good way to finish up the year on that goal. So 2 just kind of unquestionably done. Then 2 of the remaining 5 I definitely didn't finish as I initially defined. I'm going to call one of them a failure, though, and the other a mostly success. So, Speedrunning Valdis story. That's the mostly success one. I said that I wanted to do 30 runs. I only did 19 runs. I also didn't put in enough practice time to get my hours up past Terraria, which was some arbitrary goal. I thought it would be cool if it was the highest real game that is not clickers on my Playtime list. So neither of those happened. But I mean, I learned some tricks. I went fast. I saved 38 minutes over my initial run between learning glitches and just plain getting better at the game. So, I mean, I'd give it a B as far as the goal goes. It's not like an A+, but, you know, we did some runs. Posted some personal bests, and I enjoyed it. And I don't know if I'll continue it next year because it's still running the game. If I do, though, I'll probably try to improve my times a bit more and then start working on another character. I've been interested in the Vladin run. He's got guns. So we'll see. Then the one I definitely call a failure is I wanted to practice making Mario levels. I only did about a third as many levels as I had initially thought I wanted to. I did one Super Mario Bros. X level, which was more of a let's make sure I know how the editor works than a level. And then I also made 6 levels in Mario Maker. But they were mostly short. I keep trying to make beginner levels because the easy 100 Mario challenge is so littered with do nothing levels and auto Marios. It's kind of silly. So yeah, hard to call that anything other than just I didn't do it. Let's see. So I don't know if I'll try to enter the next design contest on Talkhouse. Also, there's been talk of basing it on music instead of randomly generated names. At least one guy's really pushing the idea. I don't know if anybody else is really even paying attention to him. But moving on from that, back to more success. I wanted to finish more games than I obtained, and I dramatically succeeded at that. Counting gifts and packs and everything, I got 28 games this year. I won't try to list them all. And actually, I did pretty good at finishing up these specific games. If something's not done from what I got this year, it's either an ongoing LP, Phantom Brave, although I've beaten the PS2 version before, so is it really unfinished? Think about it. Anyway, or I got it after November. So, Shadow Complex, that's actually also an LP. So the thing about LPs is they're rate locked. I'm basically guaranteed to finish them, but I can't hurry them up and finish them before the end of the year. Also, It'll Do Too, another LP. And I got Dangerous Golf in a pack, and I didn't want to play it. So I didn't play it. It was with Shadow Complex, actually. They were both on Humble Bundle at the Pay What You Want tier. And to avoid getting even more games, I paid just below the average at $4. Could have had it for a minimum of 1, but yeah. But I finished 52 games total. I mean, some of them were short, like the Princess Remedy games. Some of them were long. Probably the longest is Final Fantasy XIV. For that game, I considered finished to be the credits rolled. So I beat Ultima Weapon at the level 50 quest. I'm actually level 58 now. I've been playing that a ton. I didn't actually finish a single game in December. Let's see. And I also had 3 obtained games that didn't count because I paid for them in previous years. Hyper Light Drifter, Mighty Number 9, and Shantae Half Genie Hero. Of those, the only one I haven't finished is Shantae Half Genie Hero, because I got it yesterday. Haven't even installed it, I said in my other video. Why did I point left, which is on camera to the right? I guess I'm trying to point at the past, but I'm doing it wrong because it's reversed. Obviously left is to the past. Anyway, so, I mean, there are enough finished games there compared to the obtained games that I would be tempted to give myself extra credit on this one. Which I guess overall might push my grade for the year up to like a B. So like, finishing goals, it happens. Arguably the 2 most important ones definitely were finished. The finishing more games than I obtained, it was mostly just about buying fewer games, being more deliberate in my choices, and I feel like I had the discipline. I'm pointing to my right here because that's where my list is. It's on my second monitor. One interesting thing is I neither obtained nor finished any console or portable game. It's all on the PC, which is kind of funny. Also, I didn't support any Kickstarters or early access games this year. I think the goal might have kind of warped my spending more than I intended. I kind of want to support that thing a bit more next year. Transitioning into next year, I don't actually know what all my goals are going to be. I know I want to write more game reviews, like on Steam. I know I want to support things like early access and Kickstarter and stuff, because even though they fall through sometimes, I'm pretty fine with that. I'd rather be in a world where that sort of thing could be supported than in a world where I have a few more dollars that I don't really need. I mean, like, I'm willing to take a chance just to make sure that indie development can still happen. I mean, I know my contribution isn't going to really tip it one way or the other, but it helps, I feel. I guess that's about all I had to say on the subject. I'll probably try to find something that I can really accomplish next year, because I don't know. Each year, if you're not, like, improving your life or at least making yourself cooler, like, what are you doing? So, like, I gotta find something really good to go after. Also, I kind of stopped exercising regularly after I moved into my house because my routine was disrupted by the move. I'll probably make that a goal again, because when it was a goal last year, I got pretty consistent at it, but then once I stopped tracking it, it just kind of dropped on the floor. So yeah, those 3 probably get some sort of goal related to them. Yeah, that's where things are. I'm doing well. I'm satisfied with life. I like my job. Financially stable. So it's hard to make goals at that point. Like, where is up? I'm at the top, aren't I? Well, I guess, I don't know. Should I have relationship goals? I don't really like making goals that would cause me to pressure someone to need to do something specific. Like, I was fine with the buying a house goal, because that's pretty non-specific who you buy a house from. Anyway, I'll figure it out. I'll do something cool. And I'll drop a pen on my desk, and that's what that sound was if you picked it up. Because I was playing with the pen. If this video goes on any longer, there's not actually going to be any content, so I better cut it off. See ya!